Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we're going to be showing you how to install a bidet on your toilet. So in my house we already have one upstairs. We got this same exact one about a year ago and we liked it, so we decided to buy another one for the downstairs in the finished basement. So we just got this in the mail and I'm going to show you how to install it. So yeah, pretty much this is the actual bidet. This is the part that'll be in the toilet, and then this is your water line. This is your T connection. We have some Teflon tape that they gave us. These inserts are going to go into here, and then we have a little washer that's going to go onto this. So yeah, let's get into it. It's pretty easy install. It shouldn't take us too long. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove these caps. You could pry them up. This one's broken. And then you're going to want to loosen these plastic screws. And then most of them have, if you go underneath the toilet here, you can see this little washer. So we'll remove these, get these screws right out. Okay, so you can see we removed these two. This is what they look like. And now we can take the toilet seat right off. And then we'll just clean up. Okay. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to turn the water off. I already have it off, so just make sure your water's turned off. And then you might want to get a rag or a towel or a bucket and just put something under here, because we're going to be removing this water line. So we'll remove this water line. Make sure your water's turned off like I just said, or you're going to have a mess on your hands. So we'll get that out of the way, and we didn't have that much water spill. There's just a little bit sitting in there, but not too bad. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is set this down in place and click these plastic rings in place. And then what we're going to want to do is, once these are in place, you can twist these whichever way you want so that you have access to be able to get your bolts in. So you can see that's a big slot. They give you a lot of room to play with. Okay, so now that we have that in place, we'll get our toilet seat. Put our toilet seat over. And you just want to check this a couple times to make sure your bidet is in place the right way. And you could do that once you get the bolts in. So you just line everything up. I'll show you what that looks like. We'll just line everything up, and we're going to put our bolt in each one. So it looks just like that. And then we'll just put our washers back on the same way we took them off underneath the toilet here. Tighten those up on that one. And then you want to leave it a little loose right now, just because we're going to be adjusting this to make sure that it's centered on the toilet later. Okay, and then we can lift the toilet up, make sure the bidet, the part that the water comes out of, is going to be centered. And you can see here, it looks pretty good. So now we could tighten these down the rest of the way, and we'll put our covers back on, our little plastic covers. Clip that back down. Clip this one back down. Okay, so now you can see our toilet seat's tightened. We have, and we could even tighten it a little bit more with a screwdriver. Okay. Okay, so our toilet seat's tight, our bidet is centered, and now we could work on the actual water line. So here's the water line that they give you. These are very important. You don't want to tighten these with a wrench. You just want these hand tight, or if you're not that strong and you do want to tighten them with a wrench, you feel like you can't do it, you know, tight enough with your hand, then when you put a wrench on it, just give it a very small turn, because it's very easy to damage these O-rings in here, and then you're gonna have leaks pretty much. I mean, you're gonna have a leak immediately. So now we have, see if we can get lower. Okay, so now we have our water line here, and we're just gonna move that out of the way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this fitting that they give you. You can see the threaded end is gonna go onto our existing. And again, you don't wanna go crazy with tightening this. Okay, so now that we have this screwed on, we're gonna install the actual water line. And you can see here, these are two different sizes. The larger one is gonna go into the back of the actual bidet here. So we'll put the bigger one, we'll install the bigger one into the back of the bidet. Just hand tight. You don't wanna over tighten this, because the thread on the back of the bidet it's only plastic, so it's not meant to take a lot of pressure from over tightening. So we'll tighten that clockwise. And then we're gonna take our other side and attach it onto our T right here. Again, just hand tightening. Or, like I said, if you feel like you don't have enough strength and you didn't get it tight enough, then when you put a wrench on it, just only do a quarter of a turn. Okay, so now we'll install our washer. And the way that our washer is gonna go on is you want this concaved piece sticking up. So we'll put it in just like this. So we'll insert our washer, make sure that it's seated properly. You can see the way it's supposed to be seated. It's supposed to be sitting flat. And then we'll install the water line back onto the actual tank. You want to make sure that this is square, that you're not cross-threading it. And again, I like to just tighten this by hand. And you can always check if you have little drips. You could put a wrench on it and give it a quarter turn. So now we'll turn the water back on. Check for leaks. Okay, I don't see any leaks coming from our T connection. And I don't see any leaks coming from the back of our actual bidet here. So we could take our little sticker off. So yeah guys, now we'll just go through some of the functions. So you can see this is the self-clean button, this is the front wash for women, and this is the butt wash, and this is your power button. So you would pretty much press this button, press the back, and then dial it up to whatever pressure you want. Right now it's defaulted onto the lowest pressure, and then when you turn it clockwise, that increases your pressure. So I kind of like it somewhere around here. So we'll give you a quick demonstration. So you can see when you press this button and it's on, or when you press this button right here, you go right to butt and you can dial it up, and you can see water starts coming out. And then as you crank it up, I mean, it's going to drop this down and squirt water, so I'm not going to do it, but as you increase the pressure, it'll drop down. You can see it starting. So yeah, then to turn it off, you just press this button. Shuts the water off. So yeah, guys, that's the bidet install by Samodra. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of other DIY home repair videos and tool reviews. So yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe, check it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.